Hello, YouTube, and welcome to All Good on the Road. Here we go. It's time for another cruise, and this time, the Carnival Paradise. This is my old pictures of the Carnival Paradise when it was docked in Cozumel. We've been on it 3 times. This was one of those trips, and this will be our 4th trip. It doesn't look like this anymore, though. Since these pictures were taken and we were last in Cozumel, it has another deck on top and it has waterworks after a big refit in 2018. We are going from the largest carnival ship, the Celebration, which was our last cruise, to the smallest and second oldest carnival ship in the fleet, the Carnival Paradise. So, what are we going to be missing when we go to the Carnival Paradise? Is it worth spending your money to cruise the almost oldest and the smallest ship in the Carnival fleet? We really enjoy the old ships. Fantasy class ships are really nice. They have a simplicity to them and a little bit of the older processes that we really enjoy. It's kind of hard to put it in words since it's been a while since we've cruised on the Celebration, but I'm going to try to compare it to the newer ships as best I can. So, what are some of the things we miss on the newer ships? Now, don't get me wrong, we loved our Celebration cruise. It was one of our best. I think Carnival's finally done large ships correctly. But there are some things we did miss from some of the older ships. I love a full size atrium. And when I say full size, I mean it goes from deck 2 or 3 all the way up to deck 13 or 14. I'll show you some video once we get on board of the atrium of the Carnival Paradise. And even though it's the smallest ship in the fleet, it has a giant atrium compared to something like the Celebration or the Vista or the Horizon. We really love that atrium. The main lounge, although the Carnival Celebration is much, much larger than the Carnival Paradise, you'll find that the main lounge is much smaller on the Celebration and seats many fewer people than the Carnival Paradise. I love the piano bar on the Carnival Paradise, and they had a decent piano bar on the Celebration, but nothing like the Paradise. And again, much larger ship on the Celebration, but that venue and a lot of the venues are a lot nicer on the Carnival Paradise. Capacity. Carnival Paradise has a capacity of around 2,100. Carnival Celebration has 6,500. And although you're on a much larger ship, you're going to have a lot more space per person on the Carnival Paradise. And we'll see how that translates in this cruise. They did increase the space. It used to be only like 1,800, but when they added that extra deck, they also increased capacity. So it can hold a lot more people than it could than compared to the last time we were on that ship. We'll be sailing out of Tampa, which is definitely one of my top 3 ports. Easy to park at, easy to walk across the street, easy to get in and on the ship. Last couple of times we were there, we were in the door by say 9:30, and we were on the ship by around 10:30. So looking forward to that. Wonderful terminal here in Terminal 3 at Tampa. So here are your dining venues on the Carnival Paradise. This is a big change from some of your much larger ships. You do have included in your fare the main dining room, Guy's Burgers, Blue Iguana, the Lido Buffet, the Carnival Deli, and Pizza Pirate. You've got sushi at sea, afternoon tea on sea days, Dr. Seuss breakfast once a trip, and the chef's table. But what are you missing? You're missing the steakhouse, Cucina de Capitano, Shebang, Guy's Pig and Anchor. Those things will not be on the smaller ship. They just simply didn't have room for them. But you're not going to go hungry on the ship. There's going to be a lot to eat here. And there is a little something to be said about the simplicity of these options. I'm looking forward to that. Here we have the Rex nightclub. This is an interesting venue and certainly unique from many of the ships. Now, this cruise will be going to one of our favorite ports. We've been to a lot of Caribbean ports, but I still love Cozumel as much as any port we've been to. Crystal clear water, lots to do right at the port for free if you don't want to buy an excursion. Very easy to get on and off the ship. They have a nice big dock that you can walk right off. There's no tender or anything like that. And again, like I said, lots to do right here. A lot of options if you don't want to buy an excursion. We are going to take an excursion while we're in Cozumel. This is an excursion we've done 3 times and enjoyed each time. Fury Catamaran, Deluxe Sail and Snorkel. They're going to pick you up right at the pier. They're going to take you for about 45 minutes of snorkeling. Then they're going to drive you over to this beautiful beach that has all these toys to play on and a place to get some food and hammocks to relax in. And then at the end of that, they'll give you a long cruise back to the ship where they have unlimited drinks. Just a really enjoyable day. We've done this several times. The family's loved it every time, so we're going to give it another try. I'll record it for you, and I'll let you know if it's as good as it used to be. So, what do you think about the smaller ships? Fantasy class ships in particular. Have you enjoyed them? Do you still enjoy cruising on them? Would you recommend them to someone who has not cruised Carnival before? I'm really looking forward to comparing this to the flagship as since we've recently been on it. But I'm also looking forward to the what I consider the older Carnival cruising experience that we enjoyed in the past. I'm nostalgic of the Carnival Paradise, and I know we're going to have a good time. So stick with us. Check out our video. I think you'll enjoy it. And later this year, we are going to be on one of the first few cruises of the Carnival Jubilee. Really looking forward to that also. Thanks for watching. If there's anything you can think of that you'd like to know about the Carnival Paradise, please let me know.